The next deck of the day that we're going to be doing is Roaring Moltres. Now, Roaring Moon is going to be everywhere for a while. You're going to see this card. You're going to see a lot of iterations of this card. We're going to have several different iterations. This is literally just a first draft. So, don't expect too much here, but hopefully we're still going to have some fun. So, Roaring Moon is the new card. Roaring Moon says, for 3 energy, knock out your opponent's active Pokemon. If they were knocked out, you get 200 damage on Roaring Moon. So it leaves it with 30 HP, unless there was some other way to give it more HP. And Calamity Storm, which does 100 up to 220. Same energy cost if there's a stadium, blah, blah, blah. We're also playing with Brute Bonnet just because I wanted more ways to use the ancient energy capsules. And Brute Bonnet is a great way to use that. Probably will get cut, but for now it's a great way to use it. Moltres is a really good way to get energies out of the bin. Squawkabilly is going to get energy into the bin. We're also playing with this new card, Professor Sada's Vitality. This is why we want energy in the bin, because she pulls them out of the discard pile onto your ancient Pokemon. So there's some moving parts here and a lot of weirdness, but let's see if we can make it work. Also, we're playing with the new Mantyke, which is adorable, by the way. This card can, for no energy, heal 120 damage and no retreat cost. So excellent new baby Pokemon. Alright, so that should be it. Let's get started here. Alright, we're up against who? Let's see how we do here. Oh, I missed the Palisand? Oh, I love Palisand. Darn it. Palisand's a great Pokemon. Okay, we would like to go first, because we're a Squawkabilly deck. Okay, very much a Squawkabilly deck. Okay. Let's start with Squawkabilly up front, too. Okay, let's see what are we up against here. Lost Zone, Aegislash. Okay, so we're up against an Aegislash deck. Should be manageable. We're not weak to Steel. Okay, we'll give them the one that we give everybody. Second Roaring Moon is a good draw here. Already Morpeko's been outclassed. Yeah, something like that. That's actually a really good draw. So is this. Let's grab Greninja here. Play the Temple out. Squawk and Seize because it's our first turn. Okay. Now let's see here. Drawing another Professor's Research is actually excellent here. Let's put the Ancient Booster there. Let's put 1 energy here. Seal some cards, see what we get. Lots of churn in this deck. Lots of churn in this deck. I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. Don't really want to risk there being any issues with that. I appreciate that, Curly. Thanks for remembering the rest of us when you get there. Okay. So you already can kind of see one of the strengths of this deck is that we pull a lot out of our own bin, energy-wise. We've got Squawkabilly to do it. We've got we've got Moltres to do it. We've got the energy or the dark energy patches to do it. Dark Patch, though, that's what that's called. Okay. Sada's Vitality here is not bad. Okay, so we're gonna start with this, actually. Because we need that energy. Professor's Research would probably get it for us, but that will definitely get it for us. Let's actually keep that for... Yeah, we'll keep that for Greninjaing next turn. Actually, no, we won't. We'll play our energy out this turn. Don't be stupid, Wiggles. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and do this and do 220 damage. Pulling up ahead on the cards here. Sweet. That Mantyke is really pretty, isn't it, Milky Way? I love it so much. It's just so cute. The biggest just issue with this whole printed set, Elekid didn't get a full art. Elekid, the adorable little baby Pokemon, one of my favorite baby Pokemon, didn't get a full art. How sad is that? It's just a little Elekid. Now, if they go for an Iono or a Judge, if they interact with our hand here, we're a little sad. If they don't, we're kind of happy because we're going to take this Pidgeot out with the boss's orders. Hopefully they don't, but they might. I think it's more likely they're going to try to get themselves set up here because they're on the back foot now because we took out 2 prize cards that quickly. I believe we're probably going to have a turn here to get this Pidgeot taken care of. And this is where Roaring Moon is so good, because Pidgeot has 280 HP, which is a lot. And Roaring Moon's... Okay, so they did go for the Iono. Sad, but maybe we'll just hit the boss's orders organically that way. We did not, but that's okay. That's okay. We might still, actually. We might still. I mean, we're still going to be doing some damage here. We're going to start, like, Roaring Moon is still going. We're not able to take out the one that we wanted to, but we're still going to chunk through here pretty quickly, pretty efficiently. Now, maybe we hit it anyways. This Greninja might just hit it. Boss's orders, no such luck, Wiggles. Okay. Well, in that case, let's use Sada's Vitality. Okay. Okay, we'll put this other booster down here, so we've got that. Escape Rope doesn't do anything. Well, it would be nice for us to get something else. They would just put the other Honedge in and it wouldn't matter. So, let's just hit them. Okay, so the reason they put Pidgeot out here is not because Pidgeot's going to fight us. Pidgeot has no retreat cost. So they put Pidgeot out here so they can decide what they want to do in a second. Oh, that's a good point, Milky Way. Maybe we'll get a shiny variant in the new set. Elekid's so cute. And it's not a bad baby Pokemon. It's so, for those of you that have not seen it or are just joining us, the baby Pokemon, they don't say baby anymore, they just say basic, but they all have a similar thing. They have a color, but no energy attached to attack, and they all have no retreat cost. So they get to come out, do their thing pretty quickly, and then retreat. There's a Clefairy, there is now also a Magby, an Elekid, and a Mantyke. I think that's it. Oh, Bonsly as well. So, for the most part. Okay, so they're going to do this so that they have 2 of these Aegislashes that it looks like we can't get through. It does look like we can't get through them. And that's going to be a lot of damage, right? Now, notably here, this only prevents damage done. This does not actually prevent us from knocking them out, but we're going to see if we can get that Pidgeot. Okay, we can. Alright, excellent. Let's go ahead and do this as well. I should have done this first, just in case. It didn't actually matter, but I should have. Okay, let's play an energy because we don't want to not play an energy on our turn. Boss's orders this Pidgeot up to the front here. I'm actually going to switch here so that we are going to make them hit us in response. This might be the wrong play. I'll be honest to y'all, it might be the wrong play here. But let's just do it anyways. Oh, new playlist. Let's do chess. Let's have some summer vibes, you know what I mean? Little summer vibes to it. Okay. Now let's test if I'm correct. Hang on. Taking actions, doing stuff. Get rid of the Squawkabilly, that is a liability. Okay. Let's see if it works. Does it get knocked out? It does get knocked out. All right, we also got knocked out, but we were ahead, so we win. Woo! That was good to chest. Keyword challenge. Unfortunately, I do want to keep going with the online stuff, but we could play some other time, maybe. Probably either on stream next stream or maybe after stream. Welcome back, Surreal Sky. But GG's, I appreciate the game, Who. I like your deck. That Aegislash is good. It's kind of unfortunate that the templating on Broken Moon gets under that Aegislash when they came out in the same set. It'd be better if they didn't. Like, that should be protected against that, right? Like, it should say damage and effects. It's weird because they started reusing that templating, but they didn't use it on the Aegislash that is supposed to be protective. I wonder why they chose to do that. GG's, my friend. It does, Surreal Sky. The anything with gold is worth more. So, like, if it's golden stars, they're worth more. Roaring Moon is templated to knock out the opponent's active Pokemon. If the Pokemon is knocked out this way, put 200 damage on Roaring Moon. So, and that's why, I mean, it's weird because they brought back all the templating that says prevent damage and effects done. But except for on that Aegislash, I don't know why they would do it that way. So we're going to put Mantyke out front because of its free retreat cost. We're not sure what we're going to do. But that's going to be the way to start here. But who challenge me after, Okay. Challenge me after the game, after stream today. Like, I'll take a little break after stream, but we can play. We can play later. Down to try out against your other Aegislash deck. Roaring Moon propaganda, baby. Tempo build feels bad when behind. I can see that. Hey, a Roaring Moon deck. All right, this is a Roaring Moon Lost So Darkrai deck. Okay. Different build. There's going to be a lot of this, y'all. There's going to be a lot of people trying to break this card. Chill. One silver star. That means I don't know the exact words on that one, Surreal Sky. They have things like hyper rare, super rare, ultra rare. I don't know which one that means. Okay. Not our most wonderful start ever. Not our most wonderful start. I swear I read the word star. Slow King V? Okay. Thanks for looking that up, Chips. They ditched their Radiant Greninja. That's crazy. Okay. The VIP pass doesn't do anything. They're not just going to get a Nest Ball. That doesn't... I guess that does kind of stop us a little bit. But only one aspect of us. Explains why they ditched the Greninja, too. If they knew they were going to do that. We're not getting any of our discard effects, which is sad. Do we boss's orders here? Get the Darkrai up? Probably not. That boss's orders is my last piece of gas, so let's just hold it. This is where Mantyke's awesome. 120 is a lot of HP. Yeah, we're going to lose our Mantyke for this one, but 1 prize card versus 2 prize cards, right? One dude tried to use the attack in Toad Scroll EX and don't work. What do you mean, Ayanami? So you want to spend hell yeah, Pokemon? I know that pain, Surreal Sky. That one I'm familiar with. Okay. Okay, so this is so they can retreat. But if they retreat here for the Comfy, that means they would need another switching effect. If they retreat for the Cramorant, that's kind of what we expected to have happen anyways. And they're only at 6 cards in the Lost Zone, so they're not quite to the point of mirrors working yet, or Mirage Gates. Any could work in this as safe deck? I could see that, because they're all basics. I don't hate that. Okay, we need to draw an energy. Or a professor's research. That'll work. But what we're actually gonna... Ooh, we can't do the thing, can we? And just knock it out. We could, but it would be a mistake because they would just put the Cramorant and knock us out in response. I think we're gonna take the bait here. I think this is correct. We need to get rid of this Path to the Peak. That way, if they knock out Roaring Moon, we can start using Moltres again. I think. The problem is they are they're only like 1 energy away from being able to do their big attack to us. So, like their big just knock it out attack. So I don't know if that was correct or not. Probably not. Kind of a tough decision to make. Being a leader is all about making tough decisions, chat. Oh, I gotcha. Oh, they tried to use the instant attack and it doesn't work because of Toad Scroll? That makes sense. And yeah, so Wander's correct there, Surreal Sky. The E, that's the printing. Like, it's what block it's a part of. And, like, the E's are gonna go out of standard rotation next year. But the other ones are not. So, that's kind of the best way to think about that. Okay, another Comfy. The fact that they ditched one of their Cramorants earlier is actually kind of beneficial for us here. If they don't have a way to get this Comfy to the back and put the Roaring Moon up front here, we are going to knock it out because they don't have the Cramorant anymore. So hopefully, like, that would be best case scenario for us right here. Okay, they did, so it wasn't. And now we're sad. But it's not so much that E will be more rare, it's E will be not as sought after because it's not going to be in standard anymore. So think of it like standard rotation. We're playing standard right now. It's like what blocks are like the most recent ones that are legal. Expanded is everything else. So the E stuff will be basically only expanded. Yeah. So if anything, it's probably going to be a little less valuable because it's not going to be as big of a market to buy it anymore. Well, this is kind of sad, but I think that's what we need to do here. That's not what I wanted. I did not want another Arven here. That's better than it could be. Doing this to give us some beef. We didn't want to switch out here because Roaring Moon can do 220 damage. So if they put like a stadium down and we had switched out here to try and protect our Roaring Moon, they could have just knocked it out. So I think we're going to lose this. We're a little too far behind. We had a pretty rough start here. We didn't have any of our stuff that was supposed to help us cycle. We're a little behind here. I think we're going to lose, but maybe not. Okay, so they did just go for it again. So they're trading 2 prize cards for 1. Or for 2 prize cards. So they're ahead, but they're also helping us out here a bit. Let's see if it's good enough. Okay, and they're going to try and not let us hit this. But we're going to hit it. Okay, so let's Nest Ball for another... Do I have? Yeah, let's just go ahead and get another Roaring Moon here. We're gonna Boss's Orders this one. Okay. See if it's good enough. Maybe they try and hide it because... Okay, so Pat the Peak now doesn't do anything because we had our thing. Okay, so here comes their Roaring Moon back. Thanks for answering those questions, Wonder. Appreciate you. Okay, so the good news is they don't have any more energy in the bin, so even if they were to use the Star Abyss to get that, They could get a switch, though. Try to hide that way. They didn't. Okay. Just a little too slow, y'all. I don't see a way into this one here. Actually, okay, there is a way here. Kinda. No, there's not, because we're 3 prize cards behind. No, there's not. Ah, that's a shame. That's a shame. There's a very small chance they don't have another Dark Energy. Very small chance. Hey, look, they had it. Okay, and then they're gonna go Frenzied Gouging because they can, because we're so far behind on prize cards. Almost a draw, but not quite. Oh, because of that, I wonder... No, it wouldn't have mattered. They could have just knocked out Moltres the other way. It's tempting to think that, like, oh, we almost had him. If they weren't doing that, they could have just used the other move to do enough damage to Moltres, so, because there was a stadium out, so... We didn't have a way out there. It kind of looked like we did, but we did not. We're getting close to the next level, y'all. Getting close. Gotta stay hydrated. Oh, well, we're letting our opponent go first. All right, I'm going to update the stream title. So give me 1 second, y'all. Get those new decks in here. Let's do Iron Fam next. Oh, right. Oops, I do have to do something. Sorry, opponent. I'm here. I promise. Iron Fam. Nami. Have a wonderful evening. Thanks for being here, my friend. Okay, stream title updated successfully. All right, now it's my turn. Oh, okay, Inteleon or Shifu. Well, that actually doesn't work anymore. Sorry. Actually, let's... Yeah, we don't need those two. Let's grab Squawkabilly here. Okay, not the best, not the worst. Have seen worse. Inteleon is a touchy subject, uh-oh. Well, I'll be careful. As I say things like Inteleon, I don't even know where to go. I don't know what to say. I don't, Inteleon's worth 3 price cards, can you believe it? Ah, there we go. Factual statement. So this Temple of Sinnoh is, if they don't have a way to interact with this, is going to mess them up because their deck is built around this card, this double energy. Yeah, they don't have a way to mess, like, they just give up. And welcome back, see it. That was a really good starting hit. They didn't like that. They didn't like the temple. Some people are just afraid, chat. They're afraid of what's at the top of the peak. The temple. Looks like the Parthenon. Roaring Moon, yeah, VMAX seems worse and worse every set, Wander, and I think Roaring Moon is just the last in a long line of messed up for VMAXs. Which is great against the Mew VMAX. That card needs to be brought down a peg. But everything else is just like, I'm playing with my fun giant Pokemon. Like, goodbye, fun giant Pokemon. Okay. I mean, okay, so as far as starting hands go, this one's actually not bad. Like, this is pretty solid. Are we going first or second? Yay! Alright. Actually kind of wanted to go second here. My Gengar. Oh, poor Water. Okay, so Greninja's whatever. We need them to not play a Path to the Peak this turn. We really need them to not play a Path to the Peak this turn. Opponent, have a heart. Don't do it. Okay. Appreciate you. Ditching a Forest Seal Stone's interesting. I wonder what they took instead. Okay. Alright. It's our turn. That's a good draw. Alright, so we're going to Nest Ball for a Roaring Moon. Play the Moltres out here. It sucks that we're going to ditch this Ancient Booster, but we need to. So let's do this. Both of those there. Let's go grab a Brute Bonnet. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Play the Mantyke. Oh, right, they gave us a free retreat. We didn't have to put that energy there. I'm actually glad we did, though, because we are going to be using Sada's Vitality next turn, and we're going to be using this Collapsed Stadium to make this go away this turn. Get rid of our liability, power up a little bit here. That's tough. Might have should have done that differently. Yeah, Surreal Sky. So if you're, full disclosure, if you're looking for valuable cards, Pokemon's not as expensive as other card games. It's just how it is. So the benefit is that means it's a lot cheaper to buy the cards. The bad news is that means it's also a lot cheaper if you're trying to sell the cards. So, for what it's worth. Now, so if they get the Cramorant out here, which there's a good chance they do that because we shrunk the bench so much, they can't, okay, well, they're gonna unshrink the bench here. I was about to say, they can't play any other big powerhouses now, but now they can. Psychic. So are they just the standard Lost Zone deck? Probably. Like, that screams Sableye, right? You can have a Greninja. Got some Magic cards cheaper than Article. I agree. I'll be honest. Magic is definitely more monetarily valuable, but Magic is also incredibly predatory. Trying to buy Magic cards is very expensive. Okay, another escape rope. I think it's time. I think we're gonna let them have a little Mantyke if they want. There's one in there right now. Okay. Okay, so they're actually gearing up to give us the Greninja. They have the Mirage Gates unlocked too if they want them at this point. The only thing we have that dies to Greninja just died to Cramorant though, so it's not a big deal. Okay, that's a pretty good draw actually. Because we're going to do that this turn and we're going to do it again next turn as well. Okay, Temple of Sinnoh is fine. Probably just play it so we can get it out there. This does stop their Jet Energies, which their deck traditionally does play Jet Energy, so taking that away might be helpful. It's definitely worth doing. And see, the important part here is that now nothing dies to Greninja, which is their only strat right here. That's the only thing they've got ready to go. They've got some comfies, so they're going to dig for whatever else they need, but Greninja is the only thing that's actually going to hit us, and we don't have anything that's got 90 HP or less. Okay. Okay. Now, of course, they might just super accelerate without us realizing it and get a Dragonite out and just destroy us, or a Raikou, but hopefully not. Luckily, this Moltres is not weak to Raikou. Here's the Dragonite, or is it another... This might be Sableye. It is the Dragonite, okay. How dead are we? How dead are we? Now, keep in mind, we have a Roaring Moon, like, ready to go. You're lost. Oh, I'm sorry, Curly. Okay. Was that it? Are they like... Okay, so they've got... Oh, thanks, Bray. Well, that's a lot of pumpkin bread. Yeah. Behold the pumpkin bread that I have been given. Okay. Okay, it's gonna hurt. Oh, or not. Or they give up. Yay! That's good. That's good. Always be laughing. In life, in most situations, you can laugh, cry, or die. Laughter is usually the preferred one. It's fine. I feel like that game was not over yet. Our opponent kind of gave up, which is up, you know, maybe they thought it was over. Maybe we were going to come from behind and destroy them because they were so through most of their deck. But the curse of playing in the casual queue. Nice pose, fam. Nice pose. We get to be Sailor Scouts together. Okay, get to go first. That's always good for us. Okay, it's a pretty solid starting hand here. It's actually a really good starting hand. Okay. Okay, Arven's whatever. So, we know that we want, Squawkabilly, for sure. We know that this is going here. And we're going to be squawking and seizing this turn, so let's just ditch both of these and go get a Brute Bonnet. We're actually going to ditch this energy. We're probably going to hit an energy. If we don't, okay, we did, so it's fine. We did. Reason being, we actually do want some in the bin. Alright, let's go ahead and poison the Ralts this early. We're not going to play the Collapsed Stadium out because that's our way to get rid of Squawkabilly, so I think we're just going to kind of chill here. Okay, not a bad first turn for us, not a bad first turn at all. Okay, Mimikyu is a bit tough for us to get through. Brute Bonnet is how we get through it. Kind of our only way to get through it. I guess not really, because we could, again, just use Frenzied Gouging to take it out, but... And I'm really glad we played our whole hand out. No worries, Carly. Okay. While that's useful, it's not useful right now. Okay, we're going to Arven for a Nest Ball here. One of those two. The Nest Ball is actually for our Greninja. If our Greninja's not here, it's for our Roaring Moon, but hopefully we can get our Greninja. Okay. Got our Greninja. Okay. Now, hopefully they don't interact with the temple here, because if they don't interact with the temple, that means we don't have to use Frenzied Gouging. We can just use... okay, they did interact with the temple. Sad. Very sad. Now we will have to use Frenzied Gouging. I was hoping they wouldn't interact with it just because it doesn't really stop them. They don't play special energy, but they just had a worker, so they were going to do that anyways. Like, why wouldn't they? They do have special energy. Okay. Okay. Maybe we'll rip a stadium. That'd be kind of nice. No dice. That's all right. Well, I mean, we do have a couple more draws. Let's see. No dice. How many are in there? We've got 3. Okay, so we will use the Dark Patch. Just keep our acceleration going. Okay, take some prize cards. We know they're playing with Reversal Energy, so it's a little scary to do this, to give them the advantage, but we have to do it. Okay, another Temple is great. Hopefully they don't have any more workers. Okay. Gallade. Okay, so this does mean if they have any more workers, they can use them. Just a shame for us. Okay. Sure. Sweet. Love that. Love getting rid of the Squawkabilly. Okay. Here comes the Gardevoir. Okay, they went with the EX one. Makes sense. They have 4 energies in the bin, so this will be enough for them to do pretty much anything they want. Okay, they switch it out. This is enough for it to knock it out. Now, luckily, this Gardevoir is weak to Dark. Don't think it's going to matter this turn, but luckily. Okay, we're going to put Greninja out there just because we're not ready to use this and I don't want to just let them knock it out. So there's no point in poisoning it because it's just going to recover from all special conditions. So, yeah, sadness there. Well, things are looking grim. No Sadas. I mean, we're already through 1, right? So there's only 1 left, but the fact that we didn't get that one is kind of brutal. Or a Dark Patch. Dark Patch would have done it too. And I know there's still more of those in there. We only played 1, yeah. So there was 2 draws on our deck that would have won it for us. Didn't hit either of them. Sad. Sad. Okay. Getting Mimikyu ready because Mimikyu is their answer. Boss's orders so they can take out our Roaring Moon now. They can't actually take it out. It could do a lot of damage, but they can't take it out. Cheryl will heal this Gardevoir, and they'll get to... And the Gallade, I guess. Yeah, I guess that doesn't matter. Huh. Huh. I'm confused. Energy. Energy. That is not energy. We need a backup plan. Moltres can at least be pulling some of these energies out of the bin. They probably have more boss's orders, and they have Gallade to get there if they do. They've only played one, so I don't think it's gonna matter. I think we lose. Oh, yeah. Okay, and they can just pal pad. Alright. Game is over. We have lost. Kind of unlucky there. Again, our deck isn't where it's gonna be, but thinking of some tweaks we're gonna be making here. Hope everybody's having a good day, by the way. A good Sunday. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate y'all. We have a lot of people in here still, so let's go ahead. Are you running Energy Switch for the Moltres? I'm not, Geezus. Do you think I could see that maybe? It's kind of, I guess we have some spots, right? We have some stuff we can do. Exclamation point ticket if y'all want a chance to win. That might be smart. Especially because Moltres could pull it on its own naturally here. And actually, that would be good with Sada's Vitality, because Sada's Vitality could put one energy on two things, and then you could pull it onto one, so it's the equivalent of having Sada's Vitality. Okay, I'm convinced, Geezus. I'm convinced. Yeah, exactly. Okay, I mean, as far as starting hands go, this one's pretty solid. Am I going second? Yay! Alright. This is a really good hand for going second. Oh, okay, they're an Armor Rogue deck. Probably also Charizard. Okay, sure. Can play that out there. We're gonna put this here. Use this. Grab us a Roaring Moon. We want to be sure. Okay, there's only two in the deck, which means, yeah. Okay, so we got some priced, so we definitely want to grab that now. Now we're going to Professor's Research here. Okay, put that there. Do we Squawk and Seize with this hand? I actually kind of like this hand because of this Pokégear. Let's see. Arven, huh? I think we're going to keep it. I think we're going to keep this hand. This is a solid hand. A little energy heavy, but if we get a Greninja, which the Arven can get us our Greninja, then we're going to make up for that. Okay, straight up into Charmeleon. That's good for us. That one's easier to knock out. Arida. Are they playing... Are you not playing any water Pokemon? What? What? Yay! Alright. Yeah, we were about to bring the pain, so probably for the best. But why the Arida in a fire deck? There aren't any Water Terra type fire Pokemon yet, are there? I haven't done that yet, right? And the winner is... Simon! Congratulations, Simon. My itchy mustache. Bam. Cheers. Okay. Okay, this is not the best starting hand we've had. We're gonna put Mantyke out front because Mantyke has no retreat cost, so we can decide what we want to do. Okay, Regieleki deck, so just standard electric deck. Mantyke is terrified. He's weak to electric. It doesn't actually matter. He's only got 30 HP, but he's still terrified. Give him the one we give everybody. Everybody gets one. Okay, that's fine. Fine's a strong word. It's unfortunate that we didn't have Squawkabilly here. Wow. Okay. All right. Just whiff a couple times here. We're gonna let them knock out the Mantyke if they want. We'll leave that as a tempting little threat. It's only worth one prize card. Okay, so they're playing with the new Tapu Koko. That is not the new Tapu Koko. They're playing with the old Tapu Koko. This one is an E card, so that one's actually going to rotate out pretty soon here. This is also not the new Zapdos. Okay. I mean, no shade. A little fear, though. Not my Mantyke. You wouldn't. You wouldn't. You monster. Oh god. Oh, they would. I'm surprised they didn't use the hand crank first. I guess they might want to put the energies on the Miraidon. Or so. Okay. Alright, it doesn't really matter, but I'm curious. yeah, it died. Sure did. Okay, so we actually have to put this other one out front here. And the reason being, if we get really lucky, we can use Dark Patches to try and get some energy out of the bin. Maybe. We didn't get that lucky, which is a shame. Okay, we got the Greninja going. This gives us extra searching. That doesn't do anything, but we're going to play it out anyways. Just because we can. How many we got in the bin? We only got one in the bin. And we've got Sada's Vitality. We're still going to do this for now. I think it's still smart to use our cards as fully as we can. Expect that the Roaring Moon's going to die, but not much you can do about that. Ooh, I have pumpkin bread. I'm gonna mute my camera. Mute my camera. I'm going to turn my camera off and learn how words work in the meantime. Oh my god, y'all would hate this. It's chocolatey and pumpkin-y goodness. Y'all would not like it. Okay. Mute your camera and close your face. Exactly. Exactly, Bast. Okay. So it's still only one in there. So let's do this now. No dice on the luck there. Yeah, I think Mantyke over Brute Bonnet just because we don't have a glut of ancient capsules at this point. Electric deck is always a tough one. Except for when we're playing what we're going to be playing with later today. That's going to crush the electric deck. That's exciting. Hello, it's a Flaffy. You want to see a dead body? Wow, okay, cool. Drawing both of those. Sure, sure. We're gonna do this one. The reason being that now, if they want to interact in any way, like we have two that are about ready to attack. I looked at the camera. The camera's not even off. Not even on right now. Oopsie. All right, so you come here. Just because I want to. This is inarguably a bad play. Y'all, I know that. But I wanted to hit a VMAX with the instant KO move, right? Like, I just wanted to. The reason it was inarguably a bad move is that this has no energy attached to it. Obviously, they could get it going pretty fast with Flaffy and all that, but mostly, ha 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 ha! Ooh, do it again. I don't have another Roaring Moon ready. Dang it. It's a shame. It's a shame. I mean, this deck's just a little clunky. That's just kind of how it is. A little clunky. We could buy precious time. Play for the clock. If we had a Roaring Moon, I'd be down for that, but we don't, so there's really not a point. Yeah, alright. This game's over. We'll just let him end it. Oh, we'll just let him end it. Sad. Sad but true. Metallica wrote that song. You are a monster. How dare you? Oh my god. The cruelty was the point, chat. The cruelty was the point. Woo! Alright, tier 2. Let's go. Give me my crystals first. Alright, and then we get some cool stuff. Some cool stuff. Let's see what we got. What cool stuff did we get? 25 credits. Alright, cool full arts. Heck yeah. More credits. And cool full arts. And a pack! Credits. 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 Ooh, shiny. Nice. Credits. Woo! Alright, so we're gonna move into the last game with this deck. Gotta keep things moving. These are all fun decks. I just want to keep things moving because we have a lot of decks to get through deck. So, exclamation point ticket if you would like a chance to win a pack as we move into the last game with this deck. And yeah, we'll move on to the next deck after this. And next up we have Iron Fam. That deck is so bad. Oh, it's gonna be great. Aegis Slash? Maybe? Ah, that makes more sense. Golden Go. Nice. Okay. 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 Pretty standard. Okay, Arven's a really good draw for us here, because Arven is our Squawkabilly. I'm actually not going to grab that because I don't have another one, and we're going to be ditching our hand anyways. I don't have another thing to put that on, so it would just be kind of wasteful to do that. So let's just go grab Squawkabilly here. We do know that our... I don't know where I was going with that. Anyways. Okay. Playing everything out so that we can, if we get that Collapsed Stadium, we can ditch our Squawkabilly here. Okay, that's 3 in the bin, so we can go ahead and do this. Oh, right, you can only use it once. Duh. Alright, we'll put this one here. Do we want to spin that? We're not a Pokestop deck, but we might actually want to spin this here. Let's wait till next turn. Okay, can they knock us out this turn? Maybe. They would need 6 energies, so maybe. Hopefully not, but maybe. Well, they need 4 energies now out of 6 cards, because we know the 2 of them are energies. Okay, this will give him a card draw. Let's see it. Can they make it rain? Nice, Wander, nice. They did have enough. Okay, so unfortunate for us. Not much we can do about it. We played as smart as we could, and it didn't work, but we still have ways back in here. Step 1, let's do this. Okay, that's not bad, actually. Okay, let's go ahead and use Sada here. Okay. Our deck's really resilient. I like that. I do like that. I think we need to clean up the edges a little bit, but our deck is not bad. Okay, so that's enough for them to knock out Moltres. We're just too far behind. just a wee bit too far behind. I mean, they have to ditch 4, but yeah, doesn't really matter. Okay, so one thing we have going for us here that's pretty nice is that we have this other Moltres ready as well. I think we have to do this move. It's tempting to boss's orders and try and one-shot this, but I think we have to do it this way here. Because we need to get rid of their Pokestop. They probably have another one in hand. It's kind of how our luck's been, but kind of our best bet here. And hope they don't have enough energies to make this other golden go work. Seems like they might. They need 6. Okay, so they can shuffle them back in. Dirty Ernie, exclamation point ticket if you want a chance to win a pack after this game. Okay. Do they have enough? They had enough. That's a shame. Nice, Curly, nice. Oh, we got our butts kicked. But that's okay. That's gonna happen a lot. When you're on the cutting edge of innovation like we are, where you just play with a bunch of bad decks, it's gonna happen. You want nothing online? I'm sorry, Curly. Alright, let me get my camera back on here. I'm not done with my bread yet, but let's do the wrap up here. So things I would cut. Brute Bonnet doesn't need to be here. I was just trying to diversify with the Ancients a little bit more. I think you want to cut these Brute Bonnets. Honestly, probably go down to 3 of these booster energy capsule things. Would try the other Moltres. The reason that I'd be most interested to try the other Moltres, if we could make this a Path to the Peak deck, that would solve a lot of the issues we had. Not all of them, but enough of them. And of course, slot a Spiritomb in here and you're happy against a lot of annoying things. But, you know, this deck is, like, these cards are good. This is not where it's going to end up being, but these cards are pretty good. And Mantyke is adorable, and that actually did come in useful once, so ha-ha-ha! We're gonna keep that. But ultimately, yeah, enjoyed it. Enjoy this Roaring Moon card, it's pretty great.